I was very intentional in attracting the love of my life. I was single 8 years. I was married for 12 years. I got divorced, and it caused me to be single for 8 years. Did I think I would be single for 8 years? Hell no. Absolutely not. I feared intimacy. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the fact that I was hurt, cheated on, all that other stuff that was meant to destroy me in my marriage didn't destroy me, but it did cause me to fear intimacy. So my manifesting the love of my life today, where I am today, comes with extreme growth, a lot of growth, a lot of heartache, and a lot of intentional work, because I came from a dark place. I want to talk about what it took for me to even manifest the love life that I have today, because it's significant. So as I'm going through these tips, I want you to please understand the very last tip is the most muy importante. Did I say that right? Now, first thing is I invested in a life coach. I invested into myself. What they say, bet on black? Well, I betted on my black ass. Okay, the life that I was living in those 8 years, going on date after date after date, being a straight up serial dater, I knew that could not be my life forever. So in order to want better, I had to do better. I had to change the way I was doing things. And so I invested in a life coach. It was the best investment I could have done, because what she did for me, I can never thank her for. I was all over the place. I had so much going on in my life, I just honestly couldn't see a way out of it. I knew what I wanted, I struggled. I fought like hell to get out of that place that I was in. She held me accountable to my ish. And then not only that, I became clear in what I wanted. Anytime I went on a date with a man, I always say, I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just enjoying the moment. Well, when we say things like that, you best to believe he's gonna be enjoying the moment. The life that you envision is not gonna come when we are too inconsistent with what we want. And then I was saying other things to my girlfriends, because who wants to have their rejection put on blast? Oh, I thought he was the one. And so therefore what happens? We stop saying that. We're like, no, oh girl, if it work out, it does, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm okay with getting 6 cats and running the neighborhood and yelling at kids to get off my damn grass. I'm okay with that life. Girl, stop lying. No, you're not. No, you're not. I was all over the place with that, telling potential dates this, telling my girlfriends that, and then telling myself something different. So how in the world was the universe supposed to know what the hell I was looking for? I had to really get clear, very intentional. There's no fear of failure. There's no fear of rejection. If there's anything that you need to fear, is fear of living a lie. All right, the second thing that I did, I created space. Y'all, my life was so jam-packed with kids, football, basketball, wrestling practice, matches, games. And then my oldest played D1 football. You know what that means? I'm catching flights. Okay, and then every weekend I'm choosing my favorite kid to see which game I can go to, because I had one that was playing Friday night football. I had 2 that played on Saturday, and the 2 that played on Saturday did not play near each other, because the oldest one was in college football and the youngest one was still in Little League. I remember a man telling me, I can't date you. You got too much going on. Now, I'm not gonna not go to my son's stuff because I'm trying to attract a love. Hell no. If I was into somebody's game, I was at somebody's practice. I went on a lot of dates, almost 208 years. And if you're watching and you took me out on a date, I just want to say hello. Please like and subscribe. I want to say that I never had a bad date. I may have had dates I didn't like, but just a disclaimer. I didn't have bad dates. And that's another video, another day, another topic. So I had to look at my physical life, because my physical life was jam-packed. Well, nobody fitting in there. Nobody, okay? But not only that, I had to look at my physical space. What does that look like? I looked at my closets. I looked in my room. I looked in my bathroom cabinets. I looked like, how can somebody fit in my house? Nobody could fit in my house. I couldn't even fit in my house. I had so many curly hair products sitting up in my bathroom. I one day went in there and I took a big, huge trash bag and I just threw it all in the trash. Some of those products were almost full, but I remember I'd used it once. I ain't liked the result, so I knew I was never gonna use it again. I made a split-second decision and threw them in the trash. Then I went through my closet and I was like, you know what? I ain't never wearing this shirt again. I ain't never wearing these jeans again. I can't fit these clothes. So what did I do? Got rid of it. I had to create the space for somebody to come in. So it's not just your calendar, and it's not just how busy your life is, but it's also how congested is your living space. Take an inventory, look around, create the space. In order for someone to come into your life, they have to be able to fit in there. You have to create that space. All right, the next thing that you do after you create the space, girl, God, you got to prepare the space. You have to prepare it. You can't prepare a darn thing if you don't create it. First, create it, okay? Then go back and prepare. So what does preparing the space look like? I went and I looked in my bedroom. I realized I only had one nightstand. Okay, if you practice feng shui, which I didn't at the time, I didn't know much about it. I did not know that you need to have a matching pair. I live here by myself. Ain't nobody sitting over there. What I need a nightstand over there for? I looked in my space and I said, does this look like two people would be up in here enjoying intimate moments? No, it didn't look like that at all. It looked like I had my remotes over there. I had some books. I had the clothes, the laundry that I had not folded yet. That's what was on the other side of the bed, okay? My room did not look like it was inviting my partner. What did I do? I went to the store and I got me another nightstand. Now, does it match exactly? No, because it was a different nightstand that I had bought. But I got one with pretty much the exact same color. Not only that, I prepared that space. So I put things on there that, oh, what would my man like to have on the side of the bed, right? He'd like to have a book. I put a charger on there. I assumed he was gonna have an iPhone just like me. Yes, I did, okay? I put a charger over there. I put a lamp on that side of the bed, and I just made it a space for him. I said, so when he comes, he got somewhere to put his stuff. Maybe we can read in the bed, we can do that, right? I lay on my side of the bed, and now he has a place on his side of the bed. I cannot stress enough, I had no man in sight, none. Zero, none. Nobody on, I was going on dates, okay, but I didn't even have anybody that I liked enough to bring home to meet my dog. I have tried to manifest many things and I have been very successful. If you haven't tried to manifest anything ever in your life, start here, start now. So will you feel foolish? Yeah, okay, but I don't care. It works. Focus on what you're calling in, because in order to manifest it, you have to believe it. So do what you have to do to believe that you are truly calling in the love of your life. If you're interested in learning about how to prepare yourself for your potential partner, by all means, I have a link below about my coaching programs. But I coach men and women to prepare themselves for love, because that ultimately is the biggest step in calling in love. We can do all of these things, and I encourage you, please, to do all of these things and more to attract the love, but you are only going to attract what you are. If you're coming from a place of being unhealed and trauma, then you're going to attract someone that fills a void for you, and that's not what you're looking for. You're not looking for someone to fill a void. You're looking for someone to add to your life. When we're out here looking for people to fill that void, you're creating a relationship that's not gonna be healthy. All right, my step 3, y'all visualized him. Not only did I visualize him, I visualized the things that we would do together. What would that look like to me? What would that feel like to me? And I took it a step further. I know a lot of people do vision boards. I didn't even do a vision board. I did a vision movie. You can do a vision board. I'm not saying don't do a vision board. I'm saying I took it a step further. You know, I gotta be extra. I did a vision movie, and I would watch that. You could put a song to it. So whatever song that brings in that feeling of, I'm in love, oh, he loves me, I love him back, whatever that is, that's what I did. I put a song to it, I put some clips to it. Want my clips? I ain't know none of them daggone people in the movies, okay, but I watched it. I put our travels and trips together. I did all that. Don't even know, I didn't even know who he was gonna be, didn't know where we was going, but I created the vision movie. That's what I did. All right, the next thing I did, y'all, everything that I had in the vision movie, like the things that I wanted to do when I have a man and all those other things, y'all started doing them. I started doing them. I started going on solo trips. I didn't wait for my adventures to have a man to go on adventures. I started going by myself. I created a feeling, because in order to attract something, you have to have that feeling inside. I created the feeling as if I had it by doing. I went and did stuff. So first, remember, I was visualizing, I was meditating, but then I created those feelings by doing. So I had things on I started creating a list of, things I want to try. A candle making class, and it was just the most random stuff. I put things on the list. I had restaurants I said I wanted to try, things that I knew I wanted to do once I got a man. I started doing them because it created in me the feeling as if I had it, as if I already had the relationship I wanted to have. All right, the next thing I did, now I am highly, highly encouraging you to do this. Script a letter. Write a letter to your husband, your future boo. I don't care what you're trying to manifest, but write a letter as if you have it. Write a letter to him. I am so thankful I met you. I cannot believe that we have 3 beautiful children together. Whatever that is, Whatever you want to say to him, thank you so much for coming into my life. Oh my gosh, we live the best life. You make me feel so safe. But script a letter, write it, date it in the future as if you have what you're manifesting, but write it to him. Okay, write it to him. All right, my last tip, y'all, most importantly, become the person who has that relationship. You have to become the person. Focus on becoming her or him so that you can attract her or him. It's so important because if you do not become the person that is in that relationship with whomever, when that person comes to you and they're presented to you, you're not going to be able to recognize him or her. You're not. Because if you're attracting love from an unhealed place, or you're attracting love like I was trying to attract the love with my severely avoidant attachment style, it wasn't working. It wasn't working because I wasn't in a place to receive any type of commitment. I wasn't in a place to receive that love. No one can possibly tell me that I did not meet the potential love of my life in those 200 dates. I probably did. I probably met him 10 times. I didn't recognize him because I hadn't worked on myself. I hadn't done all the things that I needed to do to even call him in. And because of that, I missed out on a whole bunch of opportunities, and it caused me to be single for 8 years. Now, 8 years isn't a long time, but it's longer than what I thought I was gonna be single, okay? I didn't think I was gonna be single 8 years. I was like, come on now, I'm cute. I got my ish together. I was still single a long time. But if you don't invest into yourself, if you don't heal the parts of you that are unhealed, if you have a very anxious attachment style and you're trying to get to secure, y'all work on that. Just like I had to work from being an avoidant, because you are going to attract what you are, not what you want. But that's all I have today about how I'm manifesting my man. I'm telling you, manifestation is real. It is real. Believe it, achieve it. I'm telling you, but first you gotta feel it, feel into it. Y'all have a wonderful day, and y'all be kind to somebody today, because you never know what people are going through. So you can choose to be kind. You can choose to be an ass, but karma comes back around. Be kind.